into slavery again. Give me Exodus 20:2 so they know I'm not twisting nothing, right? Let's see what Egypt means. Is it the landmass? Watch what this say. Because guess what? We got to know our nationality. We're not going to keep these laws if we don't know that they for us. Right. It don't make no sense. This is what they know. The Bible say thou shalt not kill, right? But then you look at the white man, he killing and robbing, he's successful. God don't got a problem with them. What's going on? So if they ain't got to keep the law, why would I do it? I might as well just do my thing because ain't nobody else doing it. But when you know that these are your laws, for you, these are your house rules, right? You got to keep them, right? Guess what? You tell this daughter, niece, what? Daughter, you tell your daughter, hey, look, you gonna go to the skating ring with your friends, you better have your little ass up at 7 o'clock. You understand? And then her friends say, your mom ain't gonna trip. Let's come back at 11, 12, because you know, our friends is up there. When she come home, what you finna do to your daughter? She gonna get that ass whooped. She gonna get the B.I.isness, right? You gonna whoop her friends? Why not?
So real quick, right here,
say that again?
Of the children of God. Where y'all see yourselves at on that?
Right.
On the left
side.
Guess what?
That's not your children. Them ain't your children. They ain't your responsibility. They can do what the hell they want. I told my child to have her little ass here at 7. And if she don't get here at 7, she gonna get this whooping. Right? So now you gotta first and foremost understand that you the child of God. Now you can understand why we getting this whooping. Watch this.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What does he call Egypt?
The house of bondage.
Slavery. Right? Now go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. Let me show you with 100% fact that you are the children of God. You are the Jews the Bible was talking about.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said for his children, since you didn't keep my commandments like daddy told you, I'm going to send you into slavery again. Read.
With shit.
How the Israelites going into slavery?
With shit.
How the Israelites going into slavery?
With shit.
How did we go into slavery? Just like daddy said. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Have you been back to your homeland? Who been back to Jerusalem? Nobody. Just like the Bible said. Read on.
And there.
And once you get off those slave ships,
ye shall be sold.
You're going to be what?
Sold.
You're going to be what?
Sold.
Sold to Mr. Williams. Sold to Mr. Johnson. Sold to Mr. Davis. Read on.
Unto your enemies.
To your slave master, because you worked on the Davis plantation. You worked at the Davis Coal Mining Society. You worked at the Davis Railroad Company. And they branded that on your back, and now we'll fight for Davis. Like, nigga, I'm a Davis boy. What's happening? We'll fight for that slave name. We fight and kill each other for those names. We ain't none of that. We God's chosen people, you know?
For bondmen.
For slave men.
And bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
And nobody gonna buy your freedom. We still gonna be slaves to this day. To this day. So now, are we the children of God or what? Did that happen to anybody else? Did this happen to anybody else? What other nation on the planet went into slavery on slave ships? Lost their nationality, lost their heritage? Nobody. Now here we go. Give me Psalms 147 and 19. This is the point where I show you all that. I show you your nationality. Now I gotta show you daddy house rules. Because guess what? When you punish your daughter, right? You punish her before you ever had to stay in the room? Never? You never been on punishment? In an hour, that's the whole point, right? But you did get punished. When you start being good, she let you out. That's what a good parent do. They don't punish you because they hate you. They're trying to save you from danger. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? When you being a young adolescent, right? And let's say you steal something, your mama, she give you the business for stealing. It's not because she hates you, because when you do that as an adult, you going to jail. And they gonna beat you with a billy club. They gonna kick you in your stomach. They gonna mess up your reproductive organ. You ain't gonna be able to have kids because you see what happened to Brianna today? They broke her back and she died. So all praises, your mama love you enough to whoop your little ass because you're doing something silly. When my kids run in the street, that's when they get the worst whooping, because they could have got hit by a car. I need them to fear this belt so much that they will not go on their street like that. Because I love them so much. Your mama love you so much, she'll punish you. She'll inflict pain on you. She'll take your TV away from you. She'll take your tablet away from you because she loves you to death. Now the same way the Most High God, he loved you so much, he'll put your ass in slavery. He'll put your enemy above you. until you understand, because it's dangerous to go into idolatry. It's dangerous to serve other gods. It's dangerous to keep other gods' holidays. So he's going to put these things on us. So when we get back in rulership, we'll never do that again. We just served 400, 600 years of slavery. Oh, we ain't doing that again. We're going to rule this thing right? Read what I got you.
Psalm chapter 147 and verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel. God showed his word in his Bible unto Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His laws and the penalties for breaking those laws, he only gave them to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read on.
He has not dealt so with any nation.
He didn't deal like this with no other nationality. That's why the Chinese man didn't go into slavery. That's why the white man didn't go into slavery. He said, I'm going to punish my children. Give me Amos 3:1. So now we're learning the house rules. Right? We're learning the house rules now. Now we can do them and come out the room. The Lord opened the door. Now you can watch TV again. Now you get the kingdom again. But if the pastor not teaching you the rules, how you ever going to get right? If I put my son or daughter in the room and they in their room throwing a tantrum, I'm going to leave them in there. You throwing a tantrum, kicking my stuff over, you mad because I put you in the room, and I'm going to come in there and I'm going to whoop your ass again. That's what a good parent going to do until you realize what you did was wrong. And when you realize what you did was wrong, I'll let you out the room. You can watch TV again. You can eat the food that I provide you again. Right? Watch this.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Children of Israel, my children. He said, this is the word I spoke against my children. My children, watch this.
Against the whole family, which I have brought up from the land of Egypt.
We are, remember the house of God, he brought us out of there, read.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said, y'all the only people I mess with out of every nation on the earth. Did you know that? They never...
Good vibes in the area. Well, man a fighter from the start. I mean no carry grudge in the heart. Hatred make you turn from your people. Wise up, I feel be smart. DJ, turn up the vibes from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart. Everybody feel right. Good vibes in the place.
They never read that to you in the church. Because they're going to lose all that dollar. Now you understand why white people hate you so bad? What do we ever do to them? Why they hate us so bad? Because they know God is your God and nobody else. They don't like that. That's called hating. That's called jealousy. That's something we experience all the time. Hey, guess what? You got something that they can never get. You got a real God.
That's right.
You got the living God on your side. So guess what? When the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, they got a couple hundred years to rule this thing. You think they're going to treat you nice? They got a little bit of time. So while we got God's people in affliction, let's tear them up. Because we're going to hell anyway. And we might as well take as many of them with us. Right? So how do you get the kingdom? Matthew 19 and 16. That's what they're not teaching you. That's what they're not, because they want to take as many of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to hell with them. Because they not going. Right? They want to take you with them. So now we got to find out how we get the kingdom. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 19 verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master,
Jesus Christ,
what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
What I got to do to get the kingdom, Jesus? Read.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
Jesus, the black Messiah with the white woolly afro, looked at this man and said, why you calling me good? Read.
There is none good but one,
right?
That is God.
He gave all glory to the Heavenly Father who also got an afro. Right? Read on.
But if thou wilt enter into life.
But if you want to get into the kingdom of heaven, which is rulership upon earth, read.
Keep the commandments.
What's the commandments?
Keep the commandments.
I got to keep the commandments to get the kingdom of heaven, right? So now, we got a short, limited time, right? We got dietary laws, which is commandments. It's only for the Israelites. If the other nations break them, so what? They're not going to get punished. But if my kids break these rules, they're going to get towed up, right? One dietary law is we're not supposed to eat no pork. I thought that was a Muslim thing. But that's one of God's laws. Read that in Exodus 11 and 7.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swan, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet if he cheweth not the cud.
He don't chew the cud. Chew the cud, you got multiple stomachs, right? He don't have that. He got one stomach, no sweat gland. He like a human. He like a human body that we eat. Read.
He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
We're not supposed to eat pork, right? Now guess what? If he said, I'm gonna punish my children, how do we get punished by eating pork? What does God give us? High blood pressure, heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, gout. We lead in that, don't we? The other nations eat the same food. They don't lead in that, right? Jump over to verse 9. So now we learning our dietary law. And guess what? It ain't hard. I used to like pork and all that, but now they got turkey bacon. They got turkey, so it might not be as juicy. They got beef, but guess what? It's a substitute. The Lord didn't leave me without nothing. I can still eat something delicious, right? So now it's about my choices, right? Read on.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
This is what you can eat that's in the water. And if we obedient children, we're going to say, yes, God, yes, sir. We ain't going to say, but God, why not? You don't want your kids talking back to you, right? Read what you got.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
You can eat that. If it got fins and scales on it, you can eat it. Salmon got fins and scales. Trout got fins and scales. Tilapia got fins and scales. What else? Cod, bass. What's some other fish? Snapper, Catfish don't got fins and scales. It got. Now hold on now. Guess what? Guess what? There you go. You gotta peel that skin back like a dolphin, like a shark, like a squid. You know what I'm saying? Now guess what? Read on.
And all that have not fins and scales,
like catfish.
And the seas,
like shrimp, like crab, crawfish, what else? Lobster, squid, scallops, mussels, all these things.
And in the rivers of all that move in the water, and of any living thing which is in the water, they shall be an abomination unto you.
We're not supposed to eat those things. If it ain't got fins and scales on it, so all praise to the Most High God that they got salmon though. He's not telling you to give up fish. He's not saying give up seafood, but make the right choice. If not, guess what happened? Gout, high blood pressure. This is why we get all the diseases. This is why black men die at 62. And we don't retire until 65. Ain't that you know what I'm saying?
Bring it
So
out.
God, he gonna walk you out of every single trap the world got for you. All we gotta do is say yes, sir. If you put diesel in your car, what do you think gonna happen to your car? It's gonna break. But on your manual it say put unleaded. But you choose to go against the manual and then your car break. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what God said. Hey, I gave you the manual to your car. The other nations can do what the hell they want to do. But we so busy following after them because we don't know who we are. But guess what? Your teachers is here now. We ain't asking for no dollar, no monetary gain. Look at all these young men. Young enough to be out partying, doing God knows what on Saturday. But we out here teaching our people. Because we love our people. We heard some good news that was so good, I got to give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word